Welcome back here at Cardines Field. Our pregame show continues. Now time for the Manager's Show. Joined as always by Newport Gulls manager Al Leyva. Skip, how are you today?
Doing well, Nick. How you doing today?
Not too bad, Coach. The Newport Gulls coming into this one a 3-game winning streak here tonight and have quickly moved up to second place in the NECBL South.
Yeah, we're starting to, it's been a week, or I guess 8 days, and now we're starting to get our guys in, and so we're starting to fill our oats, and so hopefully we'll keep on rolling.
Talked to Chuck Bava just a few minutes ago in the front office report. He said a couple players still driving up, but for the most part, about 90% of the team is here now.
Yes, we still have 2 more players that are coming in. Both of them will be in tonight, and then we'll be at full strength. I mean, we got a couple guys banged up, but we're in good shape.
What is the injury report looking like around the dugout right now? Who's hurt and who's day-to-day?
We got a couple pitchers that are banged up a little bit. Pitchers, it takes a little longer. But on the position player side, we still have 1 player after the first game was Kevin. And poor guy tried to come back the other day, just get a couple swings in, and he kind of aggravated it again. He felt good, and so he thought he'd give it a try, and it just kind of re-aggravated. So it'll still be probably a good week, maybe even 2 weeks before he gets back on the field.
On Wednesday night here, in interdivision play, the Gulls played a team you're familiar with, the North Adams Steeplecats, and the offense was right there, as has been much of the season so far here for Newport, with 4 home runs in the game.
Yeah, we tended to hit the long ball on Wednesday, which I think we might have scored all our runs on home runs, if I recall right. But yeah, the boys are coming in for extras. Now instead of 4 guys, because we only had maybe 6 players, and now we're up to about 11 position players, and today all of them were here trying to get their little extra hacks, and so that makes it nice.
Does it take the pressure off of you as a manager and as well as your assistant coaches, Darryl Morehart and Eric DeReed, knowing that now you have a deeper bench, you have options maybe late in ball games, or if someone does go down with an injury?
Yeah, I mean, like going in today, we have some options. I mean, of course, we still have some on the pitching side. We're still playing catch up. Guys are coming in. Are they ready to throw? That's the question when they get here, and most of the time, everybody's been ready to go. So that makes it nice for us. But I would say probably midweek next week we should be where we're in good swing, a good rotation, knowing who's going to pitch. Right now we're just, all right, if you have 2 days off, you're pitching that 3rd day. So it's just, I think after next week we should be pretty good midweek.
Coach, Mike Coombs is a manager here for 11 years. The Newport Gulls have relied a lot on power hitting, but we've seen some power already. But we've also seen some additional base running ability. 10 stolen bases already on the season for the Newport Gulls. They rank in the top 5 in the NCBL. Usually it's a category that historically the Gulls have been towards the bottom at. And already 3 triples this season. Newport only had 1 all of last year.
Yeah, I mean, it goes with personnel. I mean, the 5 years that I've been here, the other 4 years, we've had 1 or 2 guys that could run really good. And this year we have 3 or 4 guys who can run really well. We got a couple of guys that just know how to base still. And so that makes a big difference. And so these guys have the green light, unless I put the red light on, and they're taking full advantage of it. They're not being ridiculous about it. They know when to run. They're making sure that, they got a good jump.
Last night against the Valley Blue Sox, the Gulls continued in interdivision action and came out with a 4-3 victory. Heading into the night, tied at 3 and get that go-ahead run across.
Yeah, we hit Cole just hit a bullet to right center field, and I thought honestly, it's a triple. And the right fielder flagged it down, and a little bit of that and a little bit of the wind knocking it down, and luckily it skimmed off his glove. There for a while I thought he had it, and then it just popped right out of his glove, so we scored on it, and we were able to shut the door in the 9th inning.
This is supposed to be game 2 of the season series between Newport and New Bedford. It was rained out last Saturday and needed off day after a couple days to start the season. Tonight, the Bay Sox in town, first of what will be 6 games in the regular season series. This is always a tough club and usually fights the Gulls pretty well as the summer goes on.
Yeah, New Bedford always plays us well. I mean, it's always been, you always wonder who your rival is. And I know the over across the bridge has been Ocean State. But I tell you what, until Ocean State came into the league, I think New Bedford was that team that just, that
even back in the Torrington days.
Yeah, exactly. So they come to play, and as well as we come to play. So everybody in this league comes to play, and that's the difference. Every day. So it's a grind, and we're just getting started. And like I told the reporter the other day, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. and you just hope that you can just go up that ladder every single day and get better every single day.
Coach, we're going to have Andrew Somerville going on the mound tonight for the Gulls. What can we expect from him?
He's getting to pitch. He came in the other day. I think he went 3 innings. We'll probably try, if we can, keep his pitch count down, maybe go 3 or 4. If we're lucky, 5, but probably more than likely we're looking at 3 minimum. 4 is a good outing for him. Bring some other guys in that haven't pitched yet, get their innings in, and then, like I said, probably midweek next week we'll be in a good rotation with all our pitchers.
Have you identified anyone yet in terms of a closer role or setup or end of the bullpen guys?
No, it's still a little early to tell. I do know a couple of our pitchers want to take that closer's role. Blake, for one, who came in last night and pitched to the righty. He really wants it, and if all indications are that he's going to probably get it. And then I think Hunter pitched a lot of innings in school, and I think he's looking for more of a relief closer type role, 2 innings, 1 inning. Who's on the left side. So we got a left side guy and we got a right side guy. So it's going to make it real nice once we get everybody here again and get in that set rotation. But early on, I think, those are the 2 candidates that we'll probably be using for the beginning of this season.
Newport Gulls skipper Al Leyva, good luck tonight against the Bay Sox. Thanks for joining us, as always.
Thank you, Nick.
Our pregame show continues. Newport Gulls baseball is next here on the NECBL Broadcast Network.